Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
I'm not surprised that his block averages have fallen off the past few seasons. He's at that point of his career where it's tough to meet the physical demands of this game.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Williamson. Brook Lopez is out there with Isiah Hartenstein. Then it's Thomas. And it's Larson in at the... shooting guard. And for the Thunder, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. And it's Holmgren in a power forward. And it's Chicago to start out. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorite cities to visit?
Well, it's hard to not include some of the big market cities. L.A., New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
And so here is Chicago. The Thunder making the shot. Lopez with the bucket.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a three-point game. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You gotta have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Thomas passes to Lopez. Here's Larson. Wallace covering. Now here's SGA in transition. Williams kicks to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Thomas. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Driving in, here's Lopez. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
On the wing, Williams. Covered by Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tough play there by Williams. Finishing that one off while getting fouled.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And he sinks the second.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Now, here's Thomas. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Williams in double team. Here's Larson. Thunder with the rebound. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in the groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Pass to Larson. Takes a three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Larson. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Williams, high post. Working on Williamson. It's good. Williams has got 5 now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lopez, a screen on SGA. Thomas. Over Williams. Good tee by Williams.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instinct. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Lopez. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And it's Wallace penetrating. Now Williams jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mr. Williamson. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas. Drops it in from 11 feet. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Thomas getting exactly what he wanted there. That's a high percentage look for him. Really nice looking stroke.
Fires, high post. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again. For the guys coming off the bench.
It's Thomas on the wing. SGA defending. Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Hartenstein passes to Thomas. Trying to get open is Lopez. And there's Isiah Thomas, the assist by Hartenstein. That's 7 points for Isiah Thomas. The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
You set him up, Williams will typically knock it down.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Chicago. To the left wing. Here's Larson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Williams. He's got 11. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Number 1, the Thunder.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
The first one falls. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Chicago also making a switch. Christie's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Clock is at 3. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 9 points. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Williams. He's got 12. Outside Williams. Back to Williams. Over Williamson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And Lee's subbed in for Jalen Williams. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Lopez. Vanderbilt comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Herbert Jones in for Zion Williamson. Now here's Thomas. He's got 9.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence. And I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Free throw good, Thomas. Mitchell, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, that's 3 fouls on Shai early, guys. I think it going right at him.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at Miami. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for Chicago, they've held serve halfway through the season. Not much movement this go-round. I'm sure they're just fine being in the top 5.
Holmgren left side. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Thomas surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Jones finds Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Vanderbilt inside. Defended by Caruso. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Edey. Outside, Thomas. Lee with the steal. And the layup falls. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Thomas's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Chicago trails by 7. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Jones. Here's Edey. Vanderbilt, second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
That's why you go after every rebound. You might just get yourself a bucket in the process.
Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. And Isiah Thomas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins finds Lee. Now Caruso. 5 on the clock. Good work defensively by Jones.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Thunder with some changes. Carlson's checked in, and Jalen Williams is subbed in for Mitchell. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Thomas with the ball. He's got 11. To the paint. With the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, on the drive, Thomas knows exactly how to disrupt the defense and get himself fouled. Get him off balance and draw the contact.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first, and the Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. 6-point lead. Caruso, a screen on Jones. Williams passes to Zhang. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Caruso against Thomas. Got a piece of it. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials will shoot some free throws. Chicago
right
shooting
now,
their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Williams kicks to Mitchell. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Spring music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's Edey. And again, Chicago. No good. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this.
Man, bad boys. Bad boys still getting over that loss to Team Jordan from the other day. Jump shots not falling. One for the free throw line, they get blown out right now.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. So for Chicago right now, Jared Vanderbilt on.
That's the kind of play that'll fire up your team. J-Dub converting through contact.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Caruso. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason she ain't. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Thomas. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Right now, this is Thomas's show. I mean, he's just torturing the defense and getting busy.
Williams against Vanderbilt. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Caruso. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Now here's Lee. They lead by 11. Off target from three-point range. Outside Thomas. Edey with a screen for Thomas. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Inside, here's Lee. Good D by Williamson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Thomas is not afraid of attacking inside. Really good work there.
Now here's Williams. He's got 15. Caruso, a screen on Vanderbilt. Williams looking around. Wiggins, good. And a nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. To the inside, and stolen by Wiggins. Caruso with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. And it's Wiggins missing. Chicago trails by 9. Outside Thomas. Williamson with the screen for Thomas. That's to Williamson. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, the plus wingspan is part of what makes Williamson so difficult to defend.
Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Caruso. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Caruso against Thomas. Pass to Christie. To the middle. They double him with Wiggins. Edey gets the bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Lee with the stuff.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Pass to Caruso. Loads it up for Williams. Edey with the steal. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. Off on the layup. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Williams finds Lee. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Lee's got 9.
And how about the awareness there by Williams? He understood the importance of ball movement, and that kick-out pass leads to the bucket.
Now, here's Thomas. 18 points for him. Williamson outside. Back to Thomas. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Wiggins. Caruso with the ball. Isiah Thomas covering. And it's Wiggins missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Thomas kicks to Williamson. Drops in the layup for 2. 5 points in the game.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Now here's Williams. He's got 15. Here's Caruso. Good D by Thomas. Chicago trails by 10. Williamson is screen on Caruso. Here's Vanderbilt. Thunder with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
That's to Williamson. Christie against Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Edey gets the bucket.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chad Holmgren comes in for Lee. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. And so here is Oklahoma City. 9-point game. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Trailing by 10.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Williamson. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Thomas got 20.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
You know, throughout his career, Nurkic has always been, Clark, a presence on the glass. Terrific rebounder.
Yeah, he's a big guy who plays big, Kevin. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. He knows how to use his body from different positions. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, and even in short stints, he can impact the game with his glass work.
Chicago trails by 8. Pass to Larson. Over Wallace. Larson, no good. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside the night. 5 of 12. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jalen Williams.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. And his scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Williamson double team. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City leading by 8. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Holmgren's got 7 points.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Deflects the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. Good D by Thomas. Chicago trails by 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. 7 points in the game. 1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren. Wallace looking for an opening. Inside. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Nurkic has got it back down to single digits for Chicago. Now Caruso. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that one's good. Williamson.
He's found his game in this second quarter, looking very assertive now.
The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Caruso. Williams a screen on Thomas. Here's Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Chicago shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Back to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one. That shot off. Good D by Holmgren.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Pass to Williams. Here's Caruso. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Larson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Got to give credit to OKC's defense, man. They have really, Chet Holmgren has really shut the lane down. We're going to have to spread them out, get Chet Holmgren out the lane, and maybe put Chet Holmgren in pick and roll and try to get some fouls on him or something, because Isaiah's going in there.
Great to have you with us. Starting
center.
out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week.
SGA has 3 fouls, though. That's why he's not
Some
playing.
Great choices for the award this week, don't you think?
Yeah, I think if you win 4 Player of the Week awards, you should be able to trade them in for a Player of the Month award.
This is not a carnival, Shaq. You can't trade up for bigger prizes.
Why not, Ernie? I mean, you can win stuff for making hoops at a carnival, and it's even harder there. But why you can't do it? And the rim is bent there.
Well, I guess you can't argue with that kind of logic, if that's logic. And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. Jalen Williams is having himself a game.
Yeah, this dude's a baller. We talk about his defense. We know he has a 3-ball, but he's got other aspects to his game as well.
And we're seeing it all tonight. J-Dub clicking. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Williams. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Thomas. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Cash money at the stripe. ATM not wasting any of those chances. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
The Thunder leading by 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back over to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Thomas. Lopez, a screen on SGA. Pass to Larson. Shot clock at 5. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 8 here in this one already. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. SGA sends a screen for Holmgren. Outside Williams. And the Thunder another 3.
That's a statement 3 by Williams, not letting that last one go unanswered.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Thomas, and he lays it straight in. Thomas got 25 points in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's SGA. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Isiah Thomas. And Greg, you might not... Be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
We're gonna bring in Herb Jones to guard.
His mother was a sprinter in the
SGA.
400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
I try to use all the substitution patterns that I have, but you really have to make your substitutions based on the situation you're facing. You just can't rely on automatic substitutions sometimes, right?
The first free throw is good.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander.
So Herb Jones, we guard SGA going forward.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the wing right side. Williamson. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. The last touch by Holmgren. On defense, the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Down low. And Lopez throws it down hard.
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. Thomas with the steal. Williamson against Wallace. And it's Williamson missing. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Lopez outside. Hands it from downtown. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
Wallace outside. Back to SGA. Over in the corner, Williams. It's up a 3. And Thomas pulls it down.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Lopez, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Thomas kicks to Lopez. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more.
Isiah Thomas.
They are just killing him.
Maestro out here controlling this offense.
You can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at Oklahoma City. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues.
Of course, we thought they'd be. They've got some kinks to work out for sure.
Now here's Wallace. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to SGA. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And the Thunder lead by 1.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Williams with the stuff.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
Now, here's Thomas. 25 points in the game. Five to shoot. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that one drops. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Here's Larson. Wallace covering. Pass to Lopez. And And again, no good by Chicago. The Thunder leading by 5. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And Williams throws it down.
A nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked. But Jalen is really good at making the right read.
Now, here's Thomas. They need this. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Williams. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Williams has got 25 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Chicago calls timeout. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Chicago. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Lopez, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Thomas.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Williams with a clean look, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And here is Thomas. He's got 27. Larson. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Count the basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thomas against SGA. Lopez sets a screen for Thomas. There's the 3. Lopez, no what? Oklahoma City leading by 13. Here's Williams, and yes, it's good. Williams has got 30.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip. SGA with the steal. Outside Williams. Out to Wallace. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 8th assist in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And here are the Thunder now. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Holmgren's got 9.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Larson. Fires the 3. No good that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
For Chicago, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That's good from Thomas. For the Thunder, Wiggins is checked in for Jalen Williams. Lee comes in for Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 29 points. Jones, the pass to Vanderbilt. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. 1:56 left to play here in the third. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray. And the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Oklahoma City leading by 21. Here is Williams. He has 30. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Playing big in there. Jalen Williams decided to challenge and got the whistle.
And it'll be his fourth time going to the free throw line in the game.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And Williams drops them both.
You know, at just about 85% from the line tonight, which is really excellent, they've looked more and more comfortable as this game has gone on.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blower.
Yeah, you can't be overly aggressive when you're defending Thomas because he's very good at drawing fouls.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. Thunder shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. To the inside. Caruso kicks to Williams. Wiggins a screen on Vanderbilt. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Drawing, dishing. Williams there making the defense pay.
Here's Thomas, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And looking at some numbers for Jalen Williams, he's been more than solid over the last month. Putting up about 18 points per, just over 2 steals and 6 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. A three-pointer, no good. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Now here's Williams. 32 points in the game. From deep three-point territory. The shot, no good. Jones for 3. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. We'll return shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Chicago trails by 17. So for Chicago right now, Thomas is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Edey. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Williamson in at the 3. That's good from Thomas. That one misses. The Thunder leading by 16. Inside, here's Caruso. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Thomas against Caruso. Christie has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Williams can't hit. Chicago trails by 15. Thomas passes to Lopez. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Williams against Hartenstein. Williams kicks to Caruso. Sinks the 3-pointer. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now, here's Thomas. There's the drive. Pass to Larson. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Releases. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Williams has got 34.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch. That's for sure.
Chicago calls timeout. Christopher, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Damian Lee. Zion Williamson's checked in for Chicago. Now, here's Thomas. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Over in the corner, Christie. Caruso with the steal. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. The shot by Williams, no good. Chicago trails by 18. Here's Lopez. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
SGA against Thomas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Isiah Thomas.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
And he makes the first.
Well, they're doing really good work at the free throw line this half. I think that bodes well for their chances to close this game out.
Damian Lee, he's checked in for Josh Christopher. Both free throws good from SGA. Chicago trails by 18. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Here's Williamson. And it's blocked by SGA. Christie against Williams. Wiggins a screen on Christie. Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thomas, no good. The Thunder leading by 18. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Larson, covered by Lee. Pass to Thomas. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Thomas got 38 points.
And Thomas very capable of knocking down the tray. Got to respect his ability to shoot the long ball.
The Thunder have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Lee finds Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's good on the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Larson, covered by Lee. Here's Thomas. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Williams. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good on the 3. Chicago trails by 20. Thomas with it. Now SGA defending. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And a wide open look for Lee. Off target from outside. Chicago has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And they'll keep possession. Lopez from long range. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. The Thunder leading by 17. Outside Williams. Pass to Wiggins. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Thomas. Takes the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And so here is Chicago. Pass to Thomas. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Here is Williams. Following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Over Williamson. Williams gets the bucket.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And Wallace subbed in for Damian Lee. So it's Chicago now. It's Thomas on the wing. SGA defending. Lets it fly from 18. Yes, that goes in. Thomas got 40 points.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Thomas. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And Chicago also making a switch. Hartenstein's checked in. Wallace with the ball. Outside Williams. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thomas. SGA, no good. It's stolen by SGA. Pass to Williams. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Williamson finds Thomas. Here's Larson. Back to Thomas. Now Hartenstein. Shot clock at 3. The shot's good from Lopez.
That is certainly a shot that Lopez has added to his arsenal. You've got to respect his ability to knock down threes.
Williams dishes to Williams. Shot left block. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Got a piece of it. Thomas with the steal. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Pass to Larson. Outside Thomas. Pocket 6. Lopez outside. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williamson there for the rebound. Chicago trails by 12.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there. Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They got other guys that can fill his spot.
And the first one drops. Chicago making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Herbert Jones in for Zion Williamson. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Here's Caruso for 3. That one misses. Caruso against Thomas. Now Jones launches it. Williams with the rebound. Now Caruso. And Isiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
13 foul.
They trail by 11. Holmgren left side. Now Williams. Shot clock at 6. Caruso, a screen on Jones. Williams. And the shot will go down.
And upon entering the league, Williams has developed a really nice handle, and it has served him well.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Larson. Ball is covering. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Now Caruso. Now Holmgren. Left side, Williams. The shot is off. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 13-point game. Good work there as it goes down.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now here's Williams. Holmgren is doubled. Now Williams. Now Holmgren shoots the 3. Oh, the dunk.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Williams.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Williams.
Woo, man. Bad boys got hit in the mouth out here in OKC. The defense, 18 steals. I don't know what to say, guys. There's your story. How you going to win? They shot 51%, but you gave the ball up 18 times, man. And you got out-rebounded, I believe. Nope, not really. But the rebounds, yeah, they didn't rebound the way they should have in this game. Thunder got up by 23 points at one point. Isiah Thomas played his life, man. Played his butt off, man. But he even fouled SGA out. But teammates just there. It's like they got a hangover from that game from what Team Jordan looks like. I mean, Jalen Williams came in and put up 40 points and had 12 assists, no turnovers. Caruso off the bench with 20 points, 7 and 4. SGA didn't have a good game at all. He got destroyed by Isiah, but didn't matter when your teammates step up. Isiah had 46 points and 16 assists, but he had 8 turnovers though. That's the difference. They were just picking off the passing lanes. And nobody could hit in there. No one could hit a shot early, and then they were just bombing away from downtown early. Let's take a look here at some of the highlights, guys. And this is a big game because now they've lost this game. So that's gonna. I know Team Larry Bird is looking like, yeah, they're right there now. They're gonna try to catch these guys. So let's take a look here at Isaiah's highlights. Then we'll go to Jalen Williams. And Isiah played his butt off, man. This reminded me of the game where he broke his ankle against the Lakers. In a losing effort, he comes in and puts in an insane scoring performance. Because, man, they lost the game, but, man, he got to the point where he was just killing anybody that was in front of him at one point. He even hit a three-pointer, man. Hit that three-pointer off. He just caught fire like, I'll do it myself. That's what it looked like in the fourth quarter, man. He was just taking on. Look at this, just taking on anybody and everybody, man. I'll do it myself. You guys won't step. Let's take a look at his splits. First quarter, he carried him in the first quarter, 14 points. It came out slow. 6 points in the second. Third quarter, he had 14, and in the fourth quarter, yeah, that's when he just took over. He just carried them. Yeah. But that's not good, though, man. You can't have your point guard out here taking the majority of the shots because you guys – and he was getting guys shots. I mean, Lopez had 15. He played a pretty good – he had a good game, 25 points. Larson had 14 shots. He didn't make – he went 4 for 10 from downtown, but he was a liability defensively, which he's not out there to be. He's supposed to be a good defensive player. Not tonight he wasn't. Zion didn't do, man. He just couldn't handle the double team. Every time we went into the post, Zion doesn't pass well out of the double. As you guys just saw, Zion does not pass well out of double teams. We're seeing that. That's why it's hard to go into him because he doesn't. Once the double team comes, he freezes up and he can't pass very efficiently. Like when you see Wilt Chamberlain pass out the double team, or you see Kareem, those guys are experienced at that. Zion doesn't really have that in his arsenal. So even though he can go down there and be effective, his kickouts out of the double teams aren't really all that efficient. He didn't play too good. He got undressed. I think Vanderbilt should have got more minutes tonight. I think he could have been the energy guy that could have got him back in the game, particularly on the offensive glass. He's one of the few guys that he had 2 offensive rebounds. So let's take a look here at Jalen Williams, the star of the night, the guy who just would not be stopped. Man. Bad Boys defense looked anything but like they just look at that. Zach Edey, where are you at, man? Like, you supposed to pick that pass off, man. They just crab dribbled him. He pulled that's an Oscar Robertson move right there. He just crab dribbled him into a shot. It's an old school Oscar Robertson move. Then he just went double pump, looking like man, I don't know who that was. I was gonna say Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady or somebody like that. That dunk. Or Dominique Wilkins. That's what I want to say. Dominique Wilkins, that double pump. That double pump 2-foot gather dunk. Looked like Dominique Wilkins, man. Oh, man. Bad Boys taking that L out in OKC. Oh. So, quick look at the Bad Boys. They have lost 3 of their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are 3 in their last 5 games. At a time where they cannot afford to have that going on. And the Bad Boys are now at 20-5, and they're falling, and Team Larry Bird is licking their chops. They are on their heels. Team Larry Bird is climbing. As you guys already know, Team Larry Bird, the hottest team in the NBA, at one point were 6-5. And since that point, they've gone on a 12-game winning streak to get back in this hunt. And they are right there and licking their chops, looking at the Bad Boys, looking at Team Jordan and Chamberlain, because they are now within 2.5 games. At one point, Team Larry Bird was 7 games out. 7 games, y'all. At some point, it was insane. But hey, that's the Birdman for you. But it's important because we're in December. And this is the time where teams separate themselves. And you can see it with all these mutual opponents that they're playing. When the dust settles, it's like musical. It's going to be like musical chairs. Whoever has a seat be 2 or 3 games. I mean, you already look at Team Kareem. Team Kareem hasn't been doing too well recently. They're 3 games out. And we're already through the midpoint of December. See what I'm saying, guys? And they have tiebreakers. I mean, they've already lost 3 games to Chamberlain, as we already know, if you guys have seen that. They've lost to Team Jordan. They haven't played the Bad Boys either, or Team Bird, but those tiebreakers are already in effect. And they're already pulling up the rear 3 games behind. So by the time December's over with, the best, they'll be 5th seed, maybe the 4th seed. And if you can't do that, you're in the play-in tournament. So, yeah. But the Bad Boys, man, 2 games in a row. I think this is the first time they've lost 2 games in a row all season, I believe. Yep, this is their first time. Usually, this is the first time they've lost 2 games back to back. Because their first loss came against Kobe in a crazy overtime game. Yeah, that was an overtime game, guys. Yeah, look at that. That was an overtime game. Look at that score. That went to overtime. 81-77. Please go watch that if you did miss it. Then they lost to Team Jordan. Then they went on a hellified run. Then they had a hiccup here with Miami. Miami just stunned them in Miami. That was a game. We just thought that was they were going to win that one. They just took care of Indiana the night before. Then they came to Miami and got stunned. Beat the Cavs. Then took care of Giannis in Milwaukee. And then Jordan gave them the old what for. And then they come out to OKC, which we knew was going to be a tough game. We knew it was going to be a tough game. But I had man. You never really felt that the bad boys were in that game. As we were watching it, it just didn't feel as though the bad boys had a chance. It's like the defense was non-existent. Guys were getting free lanes to the basket. They weren't playing the pass line like we're used to seeing. They weren't defending the basket like we're used to seeing. And yeah, Isaiah was Isaiah. The legends are going to be legends. That's why they're legends, because they play great every night. But the team has to rise to the occasion. And right now, if you can look there, the team chemistry of Isaiah, if you look in the lower left-hand corner, their chemistry is 69%. It's dropping. It's not looking good. And we've got another matchup with Jordan coming up here. And you got Kareem down here, too. So those are going to be big games for Team Zeke, to say nothing of all these other games. So they got some questions to ask, especially after that. So, but with that, guys, let's go ahead and take a look and see who is up next on the ballot. Let's see on the Daily View here. It's going to be Magic Johnson and his boys taking on the Dallas Mavericks, I believe, next. Yes, and then it'll be Shaq. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that game. I'm looking forward to that one. Shaq going to the Garden. That's going to be a good one. But before we can get to that, we have to go through Magic Johnson taking on Cooper Flagg and Kyrie Irving in Las Vegas. And before we get that set up, let's go ahead and take a look at their journey out in the Western Conference. We can find that real quick. There it is. There they go. Showtime. Magic and his boys sitting at 18-4. They are a game and a half behind Diesel. So if they can win tonight, win this game, and maybe, hey, who knows? Diesel lose. They're right there on their heels. Everybody else in the Western Conference behind Showtime pretty much is, 3.5 games out. At this point in the season, that's a long way, man. Because, let's see. They don't even have any mutual opponent games coming up except for Team Dream down here. They play Larry Bird, but that's an Eastern Conference game. That doesn't count. So, yeah. Showtime has a pretty fair schedule coming up here in the short term. They have a tough game here with OKC, obviously. And, of course, Denver. But the rest of these games seem to be, this will be a tough game here with Minnesota, obviously. But the rest of these should be winnable. But in terms of tiebreaker situations, we don't see anything coming up there except for Team Dream, like I said here, and that's it. That's like 3 weeks from now on the season. So, yeah. It is, man. Holy crap, guys. But, yeah, I will see you guys for Dallas taking on Showtime coming up here shortly. The Bad Boys taking the L out in the land of OKC, the defending champions, showing their might. How is Isaiah and the boys going to respond? I don't know. It's looking bad right now, though. I think they've been exposed, y'all. Maybe the Bad Boys were pretending. Maybe they were pretending, guys. I don't know. They were pretending. I don't know. That defense doesn't look as ferocious as it was. That defense was far more ferocious earlier in the season than it is now. It seemed like they've been softened up by Jordan. Like those losses to Jordan like humbled them or something like that. Because before that, they were just shutting people down. Like you couldn't even get 90 points on them at one point. Now they over here giving up. How much did OKC score on them? I think OKC scored. What they put? 124 points on that defense, man. And I think the Bad Boys. Let's see what the Bad Boys defense is ranked right now. Before we get in the stream, because I'm curious to see that myself. Team stats. The number 1 points per game. Yep, they've gone up. Yeah, look at that. They were number 1. Look at Wilt's the #1 defense right now. They're giving up 88 points per game. God damn. That's that Chamberlain factor. They take away the middle. You can't score in the paint on them. Then Shaq's right there, and then Team Larry Bird, and then Kareem. It's interesting. The teams with the best interior defenses seem to be the #1 defenses. Chamberlain, Shaq, of course, Team Larry Bird with Sabonis and Sarr and Bol with that combined effort, shutting the lane out, all those bigs that they have. Of course, Bird himself. And then you have Kareem here, who's a monster in the middle. And then the Mambas have a good team defense. The Bad Boys, they were holding people down to 93 points per game at one point. Now they trending up. they trending up. Look at Showtime. Don't stop nobody. They give up 107 a game. They don't care though. They just outscore you. 119. They don't care. I think Showtime's the #1 scoring. Yeah, they're the highest scoring team in the NBA. they just outscore you. And I think they've got the #1 differential. No, actually, Team Chamberlain does. 22-point differential on most of the games they play. But that's a little misleading because the recent games we've seen from Chamberlain all those games have been close. They've been barn burners. All the recent games that they had. But yeah, guys, that's the state of affairs. And coming up next will be the Dallas Mavericks and Vegas with 1987 Magic Johnson, followed by Shaq going to New York to take on the Knicks, and then Kobe takes on LeBron James in the nightcap. And I will see you for that game coming up here shortly here on Lexington Strong Style Sports. Thanks for watching as we continue with our coverage of the NBA legends in the modern era, Ultimate Season Showdown. Folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. See you next time.